Welcome, beautiful, to the Creating Change podcast with Emma Bradford. Creating change to fall back in love with ourselves and life. Each episode, I'll be offering insightful stories, concepts, and practical takeaways to inspire your day, reconnecting to the authentic essence within. Are you ready, lovely, to embrace yourself even more and awaken to the magic life has to offer? Let's dive into today's episode. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Creating Change with Emma Bradford. Thank you so much for joining me in this new year, 2023. If you haven't heard the last episode where I talked all about what this year is about, according to the sacred science of numbers, then do go and listen to that also. There's some interesting things there that can be really useful for this year ahead as we move into this new year. And in this episode, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. Big topic, and this is something that comes up every single year. And I notice many people wanting to create new habits, start healthy habits, and let go of old unhealthy habits, and really set a positive foot forward in the new year. And they do so with great intentions, though often what happens after a few days or a few weeks, there can be some slip-ups, or perhaps the motivation isn't there anymore, or perhaps the self-sabotage kicks in. So I want to talk a little bit about that, why that happens, and what we can do to overcome that. So often we create goals, we have desired outcomes and goals that we set, and we create that from the conscious mind. We think about something and we think, okay, yes, I want to do that. I want to start a new meditation practice, or I want to exercise, or I want to eat healthier. These are some very common New Year's resolutions. And often we set that intention just from the conscious mind. We think about it and we decide that's what we want to do. Now, this is great to have some clarity of what we want to do, though often there's not enough clarity in there, and often we're not even paying attention to what's within the unconscious mind. So we have the conscious mind and we also have the unconscious mind. The conscious mind is what we're consciously aware of, and the unconscious mind is everything else. It's the domain of all the emotions. It's where a lot of beliefs, limiting beliefs, are stored. It has the blueprint of the body as well. There are so many jobs of the unconscious mind. You may have seen an image of an iceberg in water where the top half that's out of the water is just a very small percentage compared to what lies under the water. This is a great way to have a visual representative of how the conscious mind and the unconscious mind work in relation to each other, and the difference in size. So the conscious mind is what we say we're going to do, and the unconscious mind is actually what we do. So much of what we do is based according to the unconscious mind. So it's important to get the unconscious mind on board with any New Year's resolutions. And in order to do that, it's important to notice if there are any beliefs, limiting beliefs, that perhaps we're holding on to that we weren't aware of before. We can find hidden limiting beliefs by asking ourselves questions. So perhaps if we want to start exercising as a New Year's resolution, we can ask ourselves, exercise means, and then fill in the blank. Or when I exercise, and then fill in the blank. People who do exercise are, fill in the blank. You see what I'm doing here? Just notice if any negative phrases pop up. If they're all positive, then great, that's wonderful. Though if there are any negative phrases about the New Year's resolution that's connected to that, then that's when the self-sabotage might kick in, because overall, the unconscious determines our behavior. So if we do notice a limiting belief, we can let go of that. You can go back and listen to the episode where I talked about limiting beliefs. It's just simply noticing, is there anything that I'm holding within that is in conflict with what I want to achieve? Do we hold any negative beliefs about people who eat healthily? Do we hold any negative beliefs about healthy food? Notice if there are any beliefs there, because if they are, you can challenge those and let those go, simply by noticing what else could be true. What else could be more accurate? And notice evidence in your life that can support that as well. Notice healthy people in your life that are actually radiant and full of energy and that are really eating intuitively, not following some strict diet, but they're eating intuitively for their body out of love. So that would be evidence right there to help support a positive outlook on healthy eating and to help break down any limiting beliefs around healthy eating, if there are any. This is such a huge topic and something that I could talk about for hours and hours. Often I went into this in much more depth in specific workshops and trainings as well. This is just a bite-sized little episode to simply bring across the importance of what is going on within the unconscious. Is there anything in conflict when you set New Year's resolutions? And just to get really clear on what it is you want, make sure it's crystal clear and make sure that you're doing this for you. Not for someone else, not for society, but for you. Choosing something that's in alignment with your deepest soul heart desire and that's in alignment with the lifestyle and your values and the life that you want to live. And social accountability can work wonders as well. You can also listen to me talking about this in the episode about cultivating a gratitude practice and healthy new habits. I talk more about that in that episode. And above all, allow yourself to ease off the pressure. Often there are many shoulds and have-tos in life. And really, one of the most wonderful and important things that we can do is simply just allow ourselves to enjoy life. And the more we connect to this love in life, the less those unhealthy habits will play out. Though if there are certain things that you feel that have been weighing you down, any unhealthy habits that you wish to let go of, then you can choose to. Though if there are any unhealthy habits or anything that you've been doing that you feel has been weighing you down, whether that's negative self-talk or anything like that, this could be a wonderful time of year, this new beginning, fresh start, to make a change for you. And if you'd like some support with that, you can contact me. I offer one-on-one sessions. This is something that we can go into in much more depth, and you have the wonderful safe space to really explore what's going on with the unconscious mind. I have 10 years experience working with clients with the unconscious mind using NLP and some hypnotic language and other modalities that can really help us create a change. So do get in contact. And if you're looking for a group experience, we have Creating Change, the training coming up where we can create a wonderful shift in our life. There's plenty more information on the website. This is a wonderful experience to go through as a group and really create change in your life in terms of how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how you see and feel about life. Thank you so much for listening. Please do share this with a loved one if you found this useful, and I will connect with you next time. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, beautiful. You're amazing. All resources and links can be found on my website, www.emmabradford.net. Link is in the show description. Do come and join my community and share your takeaways from this episode. I'd really love to hear. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I wonder, what magic will you experience in life today?